New life, new technologies, new challenges and innovations. The new is taking shape. That's the motto of this year's Altbach Technology Forum. Here, hundreds of scientists from all over the world meet partners who actively support their ideas. Together, they will successfully invest in the future of research.
This year we have a research quota of 2.54%. 3% is the Lisbon target. We're on a good path to reach it. With this quota we are among the top 5 countries in Europe, and we are the country that has made up the most in the past 10 years. One key that is very important today is research policy. Without the interaction of political framework conditions, economic enterprises and research, the transport problems in Europe cannot be solved either. I'm convinced of that.
In dozens of statements, international experts are looking for opportunities for further development, to change and propel things forwards. By 2050, the polar ice caps will have melted. Droughts, forest fires, floods, severe tropical storms and extreme weather will overshadow life on this planet. The first signs are obvious. This is also being proved by shocking images from outer space.
Ones that I am concerned about most are the effects on ice sheets, because if ice sheets begin to disintegrate, we can get a situation where it is out of our control, and we will begin to have sea level rise that will be measured in meters. And if the world warms 2 or 3 degrees Celsius, the last time it was that warm was the Middle Pliocene, 3 million years ago. So we really can't allow that large a climate change. We really have to do something.
According to scientists, the key to reducing climate-damaging CO2 emissions will be the use of renewable energies.
It's not done at the moment, but we can do something about it. Energy savings, to use energy more efficiently, is very important. To go to alternative energy, which is not based on fossil fuels. All those are possibilities. And finally, there's one possibility, and that is to sequester the carbon dioxide, put it under the ground.
Only by using efficient network structures can such opportunities be realized in the future. They will be needed in many research areas, and the universe will have to be explored further. The aim is to find life.
The only consolidated findings are statistics. People look at the universe and say we cannot be the only civilization. It would be absolutely wonderful if we could get in contact. I have no doubt they exist.
Before wandering off into the far reaches of the universe, there has to be time for a geometric look at the human body, following Leonardo da Vinci's model. Looking inside the human body is also of essential importance.
It allows the medical field to understand when things are going wrong. And I think it should convey for the ordinary viewer the feeling that the human body is a wonderful machine.
This vision of the body in motion and this continuous motion of space is again something which, and how the figure works, is something which he brings into the design of things. Nothing is ever irrelevant for Leonardo. Every bit of knowledge.
Strengthened in the company of like-minded people, a new day begins at the Altbach Secondary School. 11 working groups enable the participants to deal more broadly with the various topics. The aim is to elaborate innovative solutions in a group. Here, questions are dealt with that will preoccupy many people in the future. For example, the new and risk management, or are we at all ready for the new?
We have to make positive use of the big hopes in new technologies. At the same time, there is this kind of paradox situation that the unwanted bypasses that may arise and that mostly manifest themselves only later are completely denied. In the sense of risk precaution, there is often the tendency here to push these new technologies away. Climate change and the role of research are also hotly debated topics.
This awareness has not yet got through either to the political players or to the populace, and this is what's being said again and again here. We're running short of time. Perhaps Altbach can make a small contribution to changing that.
However, there is also something positive found in working groups, and that's solutions, especially solutions to man-made climate change.
In any case, we have to shift road traffic into environmentally friendly means of transport. On the other hand, market penetration is important because our aim has to be to reduce CO2 emissions from road traffic, as it's one of the main contributors.
Every branch of economics is faced with new challenges. This is also true for IT. Open source software sounds promising. In this movement, we see the opportunity to significantly improve the net product chain for Europe by providing services locally and not paying money for licenses from abroad, mainly from the United States. Whether inspired by IT, industry, the physique of the human body, or by the uniqueness of nature, each individual system leads to enormous progress.
We can all use these biological developments for our technological applications by looking closely at how nature did a particular thing and then trying to use some of these strategies ourselves.
While today's researchers are still looking for scientific solutions, the researchers of tomorrow are looking at our planet from outer space. They learn how a satellite works and what can be gleaned from satellite images.
What I liked best? The last one, geography, because we heard about satellites.
Cosmology, that was really cool.
Yes, we had to join in, and we did a lot with Google Earth. Even Nobel laureates give their time to the very young talents. Scientific matters become kid stuff. In the plenary sessions, even especially tough nuts are being cracked. Thus, we've asked the question for our technological future, dream or reality? What can be realised? Which role will robots play?
It's all through our culture in terms of what we see in film or in literature, stories about robots, and so we've imagined them for a number of years. But for the first time, we're finally seeing the possibility of the technologies coming together in such a way that we can see the realization of that dream. So it's a very exciting time.
The use of microchips makes a lot of things possible. A new way of communications, the network galaxy, solely developed for Altbach. Everybody is registered. The interactions and the paths one has taken are shown by a galaxy of stars. Communications networks on the screen and over the Altbach forum.
Today, we have new opportunities. Software technologies have developed, hardware modules have reached a new level of efficiency, and networks are ever more powerful. Now this is the focus of our business models, for our products and for our ability to find new communications applications.
Such technological innovations would be impossible if human beings didn't have their 5 senses and the ability to make good use of them for creating the new.
The second most common cause of blindness is retinal diseases. We have come so far that we are able to implant chips. Generally speaking, the ear is an organ, a sensory organ that has decisive influence on socialization or the formation of societies. It is an organ that takes up information and transmits it in the sense of enabling people to communicate with each other.
And that we should start out from various senses if we're to strengthen one particular sense.
Of course, we do have the dream of analysing the senses of the nasal receptors, of which we human beings have about 350. If we could analyse all of them, we would be able to create a complete model of a nose, a so-called biosensor.
Tomorrow we will have the old food plus new food. There are many possibilities which come from molecular cooking, which are results from molecular gastronomy.
Molecular foods and nutritious pills are the food of the future, according to some scientists. In order to carry on serving scientific fare in this environment, there's a need for many more motivated researchers, especially in the field of nuclear physics.
The fission technology is a challenging technology with regards to the safety of the reactor operation. If it could provide the same advantage as renewables and fission technology, no CO2 emission, no environmental pollution, and the use of sustainable indigenous resources.
Internationality, innovation and ideology motivate people to take new paths to the future and to create the new. This is the very motto of the Alpbach Technology Forum. The next Technology Forum will take place from August the 21st to the 23rd, 2008 in Alpbach.